Capricorn, welcome to March 2026. This is your strategic reading. This is not a month of luck, but of surgical precision. We are operating on a long-term structure where every move counts. This reading integrates 5 distinct systems of wisdom: traditional tarot, Lenormand, gypsy deck, natural witch oracle, animal spirit, wild unknown, and the planetary system. Tell me in the comments what city or country you are watching this video from. Now, let's lay the Capricorn cards on the table. The card of 8 of Pentacles, traditional tarot. The card of Scythe gypsy tarot, Lenormand. The card of Saturn planetary system. The card of Deer animal spirit, wild unknown. The card of Tent oracle of the natural witch. The card of Sun traditional tarot. The card of Mars planetary system. The card of Tree gypsy tarot, Lenormand. The card of Moon animal spirit, wild unknown. The card of Jupiter planetary system. The card of the Mirror Orator's Natural Witch, the card of the 3 of Cups, Traditional Tarot. To guide this reading, we consulted the 8 of Pentacles, Traditional Tarot, which sets the tone for the month: conscious repetition and technical mastery. Capricorn, you are in the final polishing phase. What you have built is not just a project, it's a life. The goal now is to align your ambitious goals with a routine that doesn't exhaust you, transforming sweat into a legacy system. Act Y, the audit of beliefs and detachment from the past. Often, stagnation doesn't come from external obstacles, but from an obsolete belief system. To identify what needs to be removed, we look at the card, the Scythe, Gypsy Tarot, Lenormand. The Scythe demands a clean cut of everything that is useless, obligations that don't lead to results, limiting beliefs about worthiness, and connections that drain your energy. You cannot reap the new while holding on to what has already dried up. This is reinforced by Saturn, planetary system. As its ruling planet, transiting Saturn this month acts as a stern but fair master. It asks, what have you been holding on to simply out of fear of losing control? Saturn demands that you take responsibility for being the architect of your own reality. The stagnation you feel is actually your ego's resistance to accepting that the old rules no longer apply. Stop seeking validation in third-party manuals. Your authority is internal. Complementing this view, we have the card, the Deer, animal spirit, wild unknown. The deer represents sensitivity and readiness. It teaches us that to navigate the forest of life, you need to have your antennas up, but also know when to stand still and observe. You don't need to run. You need to see clearly. Use this time to audit your routines. What are you doing only out of duty and not for growth? The deer invites you to trust your intuition to steer clear of what is burdensome. Act 2, the Alchemy of Action. From overload to mastery. Capricorn's challenge is volume. You believe that if you're not busy with 10 things, you're not progressing. Let's break that. The Tent card, Oracle of the Natural Witch, suggests that you create a haven of focus. The tent is your sacred workspace where you are not bothered by outside demands. In March, you need a clear boundary. Real productivity doesn't happen through multitasking, but through depth. To elevate execution, the Sun, traditional tarot, enters the scene. This card brings the necessary light to your passion projects. If there's something you've neglected, a project that makes your eyes sparkle, it's time to bring it to the forefront. The Sun isn't just about brilliance. It's about concrete success, the clarity of knowing that your effort will be seen and recognized. It ensures that by focusing on quality instead of quantity, your machine will function at maximum efficiency. Energy is sustained by Mars, planetary system. Mars in a favorable aspect this month brings initiative. But be careful. Mars can be impulsive. Use this energy not to fight the world, but to fight your own procrastination. Be surgical. Eliminate the noise. Mars's energy here serves to help you put an end to pending tasks that have been dragging on for months. If it doesn't contribute to your main goal, discard it. Delegate. Automate. Take your place of command with the assertiveness of someone who knows the value of their own time. Act 3. The legacy and sustainability of success. The ultimate goal is building something solid. Here, the tree, Gypsy Tarot, Lenormand, appears. A tree doesn't grow overnight. It takes root. March is about taking root. You're not building a house of cards, you're planting a forest. Your success must be sustainable, something that even if you take a month's vacation, continues to operate and bear fruit. The Moon card, Animal Spirit, Wild Unknown, appears here to remind us that growth also happens in the shadows, in stillness, and in the unconscious. While you work on your empire, don't ignore your mental health and your rest cycles. Sustainability comes from the balance between doing and being. If you ignore your inner rhythm, the tree of your legacy will be rootless. To finalize the structure, we have Jupiter, planetary system. Jupiter represents expansion, but the expansion that comes from wisdom. It brings the promise that by acting strategically and ethically, doors will open easily. Jupiter is not just luck. It's the result of long preparation finding the right opportunity. You are ready to reap the rewards of maturity, but you must be willing to move to the next level without carrying the heavy baggage of the past. The Action Protocol for March. To convert these energies into facts, follow this protocol: the Envy Radar, auditing your desire; the Mirror card, Oracle of the Natural Witch, indicates that everything you observe in others that causes you discomfort is a reflection of what you desire but lack the courage to pursue. Stop ignoring what generates envy. Use it as a treasure map. If you envy someone's success, it's because your potential is that. Transform the feeling into a concrete action plan. The Cleaning Protocol, Execution. On March 15th, perform the inventory cleaning. List all your weekly obligations. Use the logic of the Scythe. What doesn't generate a direct result for your main objective is, by definition, an obstacle. Eliminate it. Your ability to say no is what will determine the size of your yes to success this year. The Strategic Celebration, Network, the Three of Cups card, Traditional Tarot, concludes our reading. Success is a team sport. Your empire needs allies. Dedicate time this month to strengthening partnerships. Don't try to build your legacy in isolation. The exchange of information, strategic networking, and collaboration are what will take your 10 of Pentacles to the next level. Celebrate small victories with people who are on the same wavelength as you. Conclusion. The Architect of 2026. March 2026 is your time of harvest and transition. You've spent years in the preparation phase, climbing the mountain, dealing with the density of the earth. Now the terrain is flat and fertile. The sky no longer demands sacrifice from you. It demands that you be the intelligent architect. Stop fighting the mountain and start drawing up the construction plan. Every decision made this month with mental clarity, with the precision of a king of swords, and with the vision of a visionary, will have a positive ripple effect throughout the year. You are ceasing to be the brute force that moves stones and becoming the mind that designs the future. Your future self, the one that already inhabits the structure you are building now, thanks you for your discipline. Keep going, Capricorn. Structure is your superpower. Spiritual message. The soul does not seek exhaustion. It seeks fullness. For a long time you believed that your worth was measured by the weight of the burden you carried. But this month the Spirit whispers that true strength does not reside in brute effort, but in the clarity of intention. You are being called to shed the garments that no longer serve you. Detachment, often felt as a loss, is actually the liberation of your soil so that the seed of your true purpose can take root. Do not fear the cut of the scythe, for it does not come to wound, but to prune the excess that prevents your flourishing. At this moment, your greatest spiritual practice is vigilant observation. Learn from the deer. Sensitivity is not weakness, it is a compass. By silencing the external noise and retreating into your inner tent, you will find the sunlight that has always resided in your essence. Success is not a destination you reach through struggle, but a state of being that you cultivate through constancy and harmony with the natural laws. Remember, you are the architect of a reality that already exists on the spiritual plane. When you clear away what is useless, you create space for abundance. When you celebrate the victory of another, you recognize your own capacity. When you work in communion, you understand that we are all architects of a greater project. Don't carry heavy baggage of past disappointments to the ground where you are building your new temple. Leave the weight on the mountain you have already climbed. Now the ground is level, the seed is ready, and the sky blows winds of expansion. Trust the rhythm of your heart as much as you trust the precision of the stars. Your discipline, when guided by love for your own truth, becomes your most powerful prayer. We have reached the end of this strategic journey, but this is only the beginning of your new cycle. You now possess the map, the protocol, and the clarity necessary to transform this month into the most solid foundation you have ever built. I am deeply grateful for you having dedicated your time to this reflection. If this reading resonated with your truth and brought the clarity you were seeking, consider this a sign that you are ready for the next level. For this content to continue reaching people who, like you, seek to build their destiny with purpose and strategy, I ask that you subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. By sharing this video with someone who also needs this direction, you not only help the channel grow, but also strengthen your own network of allies and journey partners. In addition, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below telling me which part of this reading made the most sense for your current moment. Your feedback is the missing piece for me to design the next content. What kind of theme, Oracle? Do you have any questions about your path that you'd like answered in future videos? The best ideas come from real conversations, and your contribution could be the topic of our next meeting. Before you leave, take a look at the videos that are currently appearing on your screen. They were strategically selected to complement this reading and delve deeper into the points we discussed today about productivity, purpose, and detachment. Don't put off until tomorrow what your intuition has already given you as an answer today. Keep following the channel to keep your radar aligned with the energies that govern your life. Stay strong, Capricorn. You're no longer just climbing, you're building. Until next time.